Breakups feel like shit. There's no sugarcoating it. Whether it ended suddenly or slowly over time, over a text or even got ghosted, the void of the person leaving after the breakup is real. After all, research says that the loss of a loved one is directly linked with pain in the brain. I personally threw up 2 times from the pain of the heartbreak. But you know what? Healing is possible. And you can come out stronger than before. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 10 powerful steps to get through a breakup in a way that actually works. So grab a drink, take a deep breath, and here we go. Step 1. Accept the reality. Understand that the relationship has ended. Avoid clinging to what ifs and stop blaming yourself for the things you could have done to keep the relationship alive. Most likely it's not your fault that the relationship has ended, and whatever you could have done wouldn't have been enough anyway. You did the best that you could, but from here on, no more what ifs. What if I said this instead of that? No more fantasizing about fixing everything. That's in the past. Whatever happened, happened. Let the past be in the past, because we live in the present, and we are going to figure out what's the next best move we can play on the chessboard that's called life. Acceptance doesn't mean you're okay with it. It just means that you're facing the truth head on, and that's the first real step towards moving forward. Step 2. Cut off contact. But no texting big paragraphs, no calling them, no late night checking their Instagram to see how they're doing, and please, for the love of God, don't embarrass yourself by begging them to take you back. You don't need them. Every message or stalk session resets your healing clock. It's like reopening an old wound that has healed somewhat. And after all, they should be the ones who should be begging you to take you back. Don't give that person more power and leverage than they already have. They're definitely not worth it. Step 3. Allow yourself to grieve. Breakups feel like a loss because they are a loss. You're grieving a version of your future that doesn't exist anymore. So get angry. No, for real, get angry. You can channel that anger into something positive, like going to the gym and getting in the best shape of your life. Heartbreak is one hell of a pre-workout, let me tell you that, bro. There's no other like it. At least that's what I did. I used my anger to push me forward into a better direction. But it's also okay to feel sad, or cry even. But don't let sadness hold on to you for too long. It's better to get angry because the anger will motivate you to become a better person and a better version of yourself. Personally, I was like, who do they think they are dumping me like this? I'll show them. And then I became like this. But don't rush your emotions or pretend to be okay. And after all, you don't have to do this alone. Because a step 4 is lean on your support system. Surround yourself with family and friends who uplift you. Go out, laugh, talk, have fun with the people who actually care in your life. Go do fun shit with your friends to take your mind off the breakup. Reaching out to friends is one of the best things you can do. Maybe they also went through the same thing and can also help you with some advice. Step 6. Shift your focus forward. Set personal goals on fitness, career, your passions, travel, whatever makes you feel alive again. Use this time to level up. When you put your skill points into yourself, you start to realize your self-worth again. After all, it's called a breakup for a reason. They broke, you're up. Think about it. You will grow and they will stay in the same place they were if you have a growth mindset and invest in your future self. So you will find a better partner that's up here and they will be down here. And that leads me to step 6. Create new routines. When a relationship ends, so do the patterns you've built together. The morning texts you got, the shared playlists you had, the Friday nights, or even as something small like a daily walk together. These routines create emotional anchors that keep your mind circling back to the relationship even when it's over. The key to moving forward is to intentionally break those patterns and to replace them with fresh new ones. Start by changing small things in your day. Wake up at a different time, maybe earlier in the morning, and use that extra time for something that fuels you. It could be going for a run, meditating, or just enjoying a peaceful moment with music and a coffee. Because you've probably been in a relationship for so long, you have built your comfort zone around that relationship, and now it's pretty hard to socialize and start new relationships. So we need to fix that. So we're gonna push you out of your comfort zone by joining a new hobby or a new class, whether it's MMA, Muay Thai, cooking, or something completely random you've always been curious about. Learning a new skill not only keeps your mind busy, but it also connects you with new people, but also gives you something to look forward to and also builds your confidence. Step 7. Reflect and learn. Reflection is where real growth happens. Once the initial wave of emotions start to settle, it's important to take a step back and honestly evaluate the relationship. Not to blame yourself or your ex, but to understand. Grab a journal or even just your notes app and start writing down your thoughts. Now you can ask yourself meaningful questions like this. What did I learn from this relationship? Were there patterns or red flags I ignored? Was I too clingy, too attached, or did I rush things too fast too soon? Did I communicate my needs clearly, or did I hold on to things? This kind of honest self-reflection can be uncomfortable, but it's also incredibly freeing. It sifts the breakup from something that just happened to you into something that we can all learn from. Every relationship, whether it lasts or not, teaches you something about yourself, your needs, your boundaries, and your emotional habits. When you take time to reflect, you're not just healing, you're upgrading your self-awareness to make sure you're not repeating the same patterns in the future. Breakups can teach you a lot, honestly. That is if you're willing to listen to the lessons. And this is the step that takes pain and turns it into wisdom. Step 8. Stay open-minded. Don't rush into another relationship to fill the gap. Heal first, but also don't close off forever. When the time is right, you will find someone again. And you should be ready with an open mind to welcome that person. Don't let the past ruin your future. It's not worth it. All girls and guys are not the same, and it's also not fair for the new person if you bear the biases of your ex and the trauma you have. Step 9. Stay optimistic. This might sound cliche, but it's true. You will find a better one, okay? You will find a person that actually understands you, a person that listens to you and actually reciprocates the love you give them. So don't you dare say you will never find someone like your ex, because that's what I did for the longest time. And turns out I was wrong, because there's over 4 billion women in the world. There's no way there's not another person that's better than your ex. Step 10, and this is the last one. Time. Getting over a breakup isn't easy, bro. There's no magic switch that can turn you from feeling it to not, but every step you take pulls you further away from pain and closer to peace. And after all, time heals all wounds. Give it some time before you come to the conclusion that the pain will never go away. This and the steps above, if you implement them, you will be fine in no time, bro. Get back out there. If this video helped you, drop a like to boost the algorithm. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want more self-improvement and real talk content. And drop a comment also to share your healing tips with other people. Someone out there just like you might need to hear them. That's it from me for today, and peace.